So I got a 16 course and that 16 gyps, 16 girls about age 18. Look to the left, see the man, them in jeans. Look to the right, my girls in heels.
Hello, not the in it accent, bro.
But I'm money crazy.
Okay, we're finally getting to Kizz Daniel. It is Tupac. Okay, this one's called Marhaba and We Must. Okay, Kizz Daniel has been dropping Tupacs quite often. He has had a very, very active year. Okay, in features and singles, EPs as well. Has made some connections and made some good grounds. His remix recently with K-Style, My Dealer, still showing up on TTC, of course, but still, yeah, still a decent run that he's having. Let's see with these next two tracks if he's about to pick up another steam and momentum. Let's hear it, man. Marhaba, first track.
Uncle Good, level.
Let me first. I see why somebody was saying the Pasolu allergy song would have merged with this. I definitely see that. I see similar influences, man. The northern sounds or at least some East African sound, I'm guessing, from here.
Just a little bit of alcohol, a little bit of cigarette. I'm already singing bird. I'm already continental.
What?
I'm killing it, you know I put the fire.
Whoa. I didn't expect him to find a pocket that easily. Nah, Kizz Daniel is special, bro.
But I'm already crazy. Black on black, Elea. Mash back on Shelea.
What? What am I hearing right now, bro? Oh my god, are you catching his inflections? Like, very kinetic, almost feels very Indian-esque. But, and he's now borderline rapping through these, like, beats as well. Like, there's some level of, like, you know what I mean? Head bumping, hip-hop bumping that you're hearing on this. This is insane.
But I'm already crazy. Cause they have with so many boys like they know and bro that Timini. What that Timini? What you do infinity?
I'm sorry, man. What is going on? Like,
I don't like person where they talk about the bad person when you know, cause other person go they talk about the bad you when you don't know. I don't like person where they wait to my people lolo show. But I'm already crazy.
Marhaba.
Wow. Whoa, like, I've always been saying this about Kizz Daniel. A lot of people don't necessarily see him as a versatile artist, especially when it comes to his singles, his lead singles, right? There's a certain trend of lead singles that he's very selective of which soundscape he's going to propel as a single. And many casual listeners obviously only see what's being force-fed to them when it comes to the singles materials. And a lot of that singles has been very catered to the quintessential Afrobeats nature, very juju in nature. Sometimes they have some Tungba influence. Essentially, you know that type beat for Kizz Daniel, essentially, because there is a type beat. So it's nice to see him, even though he has shown in many, many instances that he can, like, basically accomplish other soundscapes on the albums. His albums definitely show that. The deep cuts in his albums have always showed that. But he's putting this forward as a single in a 2-pack, which seems rather audacious. But it's obviously still coming in as a 2-pack. I'm sure the next song will be a lot more conventional and safer because he has always been conventional with his selection for singles. But this right here, crazy. Okay, coming in with a very strong, you know what I mean, a little bit of a hibachi type, like, of influence when it comes to arrangement and percussions there, even down to the vocals that you're hearing. I think it's very, very, very audacious for him to do that, for someone that has already cornered the market with this particular soundscape with his singles. So it's nice to see him show a lot more of his edge and his tact as a rapper in some sense too, because he was rapping on this song. Essentially, this was a borderline hip-hop beat and production. If you're listening to the kicks arrangement, oh man, it's a very, very dope record. I love this song for so many reasons. I'm already like, yeah, I'm there already, and I want to go back to it and pick up some of his lines. But obviously, he has very, very cheeky lines as well that you were getting to. He has always been tackling Olosho from the beginning of his career. He's still tackling Olosho on this particular song as well. But anyway, how you guys feel about that one so far? The skill Kizz Daniel has is crazy. Absolutely, man. Special. Y'all called him Afro Mommy and Daddy. LOL. Yes, man. Exactly. He got that Afro Mommy and Daddy down like to the T. But it's cool how Afro youth exploring, modernizing different African sounds. Absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. Rema, obviously we saw that with Rema's Haste recently. He overlapped in the next song. He overwrapped in the next song. Okay. Let's see how the next one is going to sound. We must, man. Let's get into it. Yep, conventional
I got a 16 course and that 16 gyps, 16 girls about age 18. Look to the left, see the man, them in jeans. Look to the right, my girls in heels.
Hello, not the in it accent, bro. Not the in it Kizz Daniel that we're getting, man. I don't understand what channel this. Apparently, probably reached out to. I was reading somewhere that he reached out to a UK rapper, but that could have been a joke. That the UK rapper didn't get back to him in time, and he just decided to rap it himself. Is that possible? It's possible, but obviously they're trying to have a good laugh. But this is interesting to see him in a British accent.
Man them in balaclava, man them in Muslim and laptop. Back in the hood, we be like in Wu-Tang. So when they choose, so they curse with fangs.
Wow. I mean, in the Tupac, you tend to see it. You see something conventional. You see something a lot more progressive. We heard the very, very edgy and risky attributes of Marhaba, and then we got into something a lot more conventional that is much more familiar with when it comes to Kizz Daniel and his singles. Obviously, a lot of rudimentary type of Afrobeat angle to it, but in this case, it was a little bit darker in atmosphere. You're hearing the background vocals very, very, very rich and a strong choir behind them. I like the dark aesthetics of it. Obviously, he's trying to be, I don't know what exactly inspired the British rapper persona that he has kind of embodied in the second verse, but it was very, 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 very comical. I didn't necessarily get the meat or the crux of the record, but I was just basked in the just overall sonics of his arrangement and his synergy with the choir, really. But overall, it's a decent record. Definitely strong contrast from the earlier song that we got to hear. And this is two different Kizz Daniels that I like. I love the duality here. I love that he's showing some other sides to his artistry that so many people have been obtuse to. They've been intentionally ignoring, even though you point them to it. Kizz Daniel can do other sounds. Kizz Daniel has definitely done a lot more than the sound that we know him for, but people don't want to hear what you have to force feed them, essentially. Anyway, that was Marhaba and We Must by Kizz Daniel. Okay, decent effort.